Hello, Gen Zs, and indeed all categories of individuals who are joining me. This is a new moment again with Ultra Saying on the Gist Villa. On this episode, I will keep you abreast of trending issues. When I say trending issues, your mind may alight on things like how Davido lavished words of banknotes on his wedding, or how a lady from Imo State has claimed to be a new Virgin Mary through which Jesus Christ will be reincarnated. Quite funny you think it is. Well, all these things are fascinating. They are interesting. However, there are pertinent issues. There are important issues that happen every minute. Not every day, but every minute. These issues require attention. They require attention. But unfortunately, they are not trending. Now, do you know that while you are going about your domestic and formal activities of everyday life, while you are celebrating that birthday of yours, while you are celebrating that wedding day of yours, while you are holding conferences, while you are holding various ceremonies in your organizations or group, while worshippers are worshiping or singing praises to God in their various churches, while children are learning knowledge, while they are accumulating information in their various classrooms, while the President of Nigeria and other government officials are preparing to celebrate Nigeria for 64 years of misery by making empty speeches on the coming October 1. While all these normal activities are going on, bands of jihadists at multiple locations are hatching plans to overthrow the government and take control of Nigeria. While all are going on, the Islamic extremists are receiving arms and ammunition from bad elements within the Nigerian security forces and the government circles. While all these are going on, the leadership of terrorist organizations are recruiting hungry and disgruntled people and indoctrinating them. Mainstream media do not report these realities. Even content creators shy away from, talking about them or even indirectly referencing them. Now let me show you a disturbing video for you to understand the enormity, the size, the gravity of this problem. Watch this video.
Allahu Akbar! Ta'idhinillahi ta'ala! Allahu Akbar! Ahasa mai wuta ka sha bakwai, ahasa mai wuta don Allah. Ko hasa mai wuta sha bakwai, ko hasa mai wuta. Ayabi hatur, ayabi hatur, ayabi hatur, ayabi hatur, ko ebo hatur. Ebo hatur. Kai. Ko ebo muna hatur, tabuba. Ka kuma na ko ebo muna kaya, ka kuma na ko ebo muna ba ko ma nan ne ku yi. والجهاد كنكرو دوبا da ƙarya ta ƙare mun ƙona shi Allahu akbar wal jihad billahi ta'ala Allahu akbar ta'idhnillah Allahu akbar.
Very sad indeed. What you just saw in that video was a group of Fulani jihadists. You could see them jolting heavy arms out of an armored personal carrier belonging to the Nigerian army. The jihadists were fluently dishing out, torrents of full-footed, the Fulani language. And some were speaking Hausa language. But if you listen carefully, you could hear them say, Allah has placed us over their heads. Set fire on it. Let's burn them. Oh, God. Language interpreters have revealed that these jihadists were praising Bello Turji. Bello Turji was the leader and the commander, boasting that they will surely take over the military and Nigerian government. Now, in the other video, you could see the jihadist leader addressing the rest of the armed congregation. See them. Who knows what he was telling them? Who knows? Then the question begging for answer is, How could a ragtag band of rebels defeat a trained, well-trained, organized Nigerian military? How? Was there no reinforcement? Were there no enough weapons? What actually went wrong? When I was much younger, my government teacher usually, said that the power of the government of a country or state loomed so large that only the government wielded the instrument of force and violence. Only the government had monopoly of that. But today, this assertion flies in the face of reality. The sovereignty of Nigeria is shared between the official government of Bola Tinubu and the de facto government of jihadists, of kidnappers and bandits. Gradually, these extremists are rocking the fabrics of Nigeria, and everyone must be prepared. Everyone must be worried. We all must be thankful. If we fail to learn from the past, Nigeria may be the stage for a catastrophic repeat of history's deadliest tragedy. Imagine a typical day like September 11, 2001, when unsuspecting thousands flocked to the iconic World Trade Center in New York to shop and dine, unaware of the horror that awaited them. In an instant, just in an instant, the complex was reduced to rubble, claiming 2,977 innocent lives in the deadliest terrorist attack the world has ever known. On October 7, 2023, a music festival in Israel was brutally interrupted by a devastating terrorist attack carried out by the Hamas terrorists, resulting in a tragic loss of over 1,000 innocent lives. Now, on March 22, 2024, people were having music concert in Krakow City Hall, Russia, when jihadists struck and killed at least 145 people. Now let me even come down to our country. As Christians were celebrating Mass at St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church in Ondo State, suspected jihadists struck and killed at least 40 persons. This happened in 2022. Now, the latest jihadist attacks have occurred this year, 2024. People were attending a funeral. Others were attending a wedding ceremony, while many others, sick persons, were being treated in the hospital when the jihadist stroke bombed the whole place. Fellow Gen Zs, the distressing insecurity in the country is helping to instigate the looming Fearless in October protest. You cannot imagine that the Nigerians are poised, braced, and determined to hold this next protest. Now you have to listen to what Emiola Osifesho said. Emiola is a member of Take It Back movement that anchored the last protest in October. Emiola was so daring. He was so daring and blunt in his speech, indefatigably speaking truth to power. Now I just want you to watch and listen to him. Listen to how daring and fearless he is. Watch this video.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Emiola Osifesho, and I'm a member of Take It Back movement. Firstly, I wanted to address the other person who made reference to someone who sat in the US and calling for a revolution in Nigeria, but I think it has already been responded to. Thanks to my leader for doing that. And I'm just going to go straight to the point. What we are talking about here requires no big English. When people are hungry, there is nothing else to add to it. And a lot of rich people, especially in this Abuja, they kept hiring hungry people at their gates and are still giving them 25,000 naira monthly. They kept hiring hungry people as their cleaners and are still paying them 20,000 naira monthly. And I'm telling you that the battle that we are at right now is a battle that is between the rich and the poor, because even the rich guys don't care about the poor people. Someone who drives an SUV of 70 million naira is happily paying their domestic staff 25,000, 28,000 naira. So when we are going to come out for the next protest in this country, we will not allow some people to lock themselves up in their room, watching the TV, that we are in the oppressed class. Go and fight for a road that they will drive the SUV. Fight for a fuel that they are the one who can only afford it, because we don't even have cars. So the people who have been fighting for the liberation of this country for so long are the oppressed, and they don't even benefit from it. Those ones who would fight for fuel hike don't have cars, but when they are protesting, the ones with the SUVs are the ones who says, please tell them not to come to the road. We are at the battlefront right now. An Aboki man cannot afford to open a kiosk for Indomie and egg again, because who are the consumer? Who would buy? Indomie and egg you could probably buy for 250,000 naira before. Now 1,008 for a laborer who just commonly earn 2,000 naira daily. And I see that we are not noticing one thing that it means to us today, which has actually kept us in these shackles for so long, is the division between ourselves. Because even in this gathering, there are some factions, and until we deal with these factions, we will never attain our liberation. We should stop all of these battles of some people are beret wearers, and some people, they are the calm ones. We are all Nigerians, and the revolution is here. The time was to break the chain by coming together, united against us old bastards that they are not even supposed to belong to this generation anymore. How can you have somebody who's in their 80s still the president of this country to today, when we have 40 brilliant years old men and women around town? Go to Pocos, Basa local government in Plateau State, you see out of school children, 3-4 years old, working for illegal miners, and they took.
Yeah. I am just speechless. I am just speechless. A fight between the rich and the poor, between the elite and the masses. This reminds me of an adage that says, in a kingdom where a single individual is rich, while his neighbors are poor, the rich man is not safe at all. I hope the government buckles down to address insecurity and hunger in Nigeria, lest something may happen in October. Anyway, fellow Gen Zs, that's all I have for you on the Gist Villa. I do hope you join me next time. I remain Ultra Sign, the guy. Bye-bye.